Dear student, welcome to the video class of programming language using C. In this video, from the chapter Program Development Lifecycle, I'll be teaching you flowcharts. I'm Dr. Chandrakala HD. Flowchart is a graphical or symbolic representation of a solution to the given problem. Just like how we write the solution to a given problem as a step-by-step procedure in simple English in algorithms, similarly, we have yet another way of representing the solution to the given problem using graphical or symbolic representation, that is the flowchart. So in flowchart, we use different boxes and shapes in order to represent the various steps of the solution to the problem. And we can also indicate their order by connecting them with arrows. So the flowchart is quite a popular method in order to present the flow of algorithms, workflows, and programs. Conventionally, the flowchart uses some well-defined shapes to indicate different purposes. Let us see them one by one. The first symbol which we use in flowchart is the terminator symbol. This is basically the oval shape. So in the oval shape, we can write start or end, start or stop in order to indicate the starting and ending point of the solution to the problem. The second type of symbol which we use in flowchart is a rectangular box. Rectangular box indicates a process or a arithmetic or logical operation or mathematical calculation which we have to perform as part of the solution. Thirdly, we can indicate the document with this special symbol. So this indicates a particular document or report or printout to be performed. Next, we have the rhombus or diamond symbol used for decision or branching purposes. We write selection statements using if in the rhombus. Lines coming out of this diamond will indicate the possible flow or sub-process which we will take up depending on the outcome of the condition testing. Next, we have the parallelogram symbol, which indicates data. The input data or output data is written in using this particular parallelogram symbol. If you have written an algorithm, if you have written a flowchart which is quite big and it is it has to be represented in another part of the same page, then you can make use of a connector inside the circle symbol. So this is a connector symbol or circle symbol, which is indicated by writing an alphabet. So if a particular flowchart has come to the end part of the page, and in the same page you have to start in another part of the same page, you can connect the flowchart using the circle connector symbol. We also call it as on-page reference. On the other hand, if you have to continue in a different page, if you have to continue in the continue the flowchart in a different page, we use the off-page reference symbol. So this is a hexagon symbol which we use for off-page reference. Whatever alphabet you write inside the off-page reference should be matching in both the pages. Say you write the letter C in the current page. To connect this in the next page, you have to use the same letter C. You have to use the symbol with the same letter C again, and the same holds true for on-page reference also. The names which we use for these connectors should match in both the places. So apart from these basic symbols, yet another important symbol which is generally used in algorithm is the flow symbol, or we call them as arrows, arrow symbols. We can make use of arrows in all four directions in order to indicate the flow of execution or the sequence of execution or the direction in which the execution process flows. So these are the symbols, basic symbols, which are used in flowchart. Apart from these, there are special symbols also, which are available in flowcharts, but to write simple flowcharts, these symbols are good enough. Thank you.